Well, are you overwhelmed by all the new credit card rules? Are you overwhelmed by your credit card statement? You're not alone. Help is out there. Latoya Henry from Michigan Forward joins us live in studio this morning. Welcome, Latoya.
Good morning. Thank you.
So I read that Americans pay $15 billion in fees, just in late fees when it comes to credit card debt, and nearly half of American families carry a credit card balance. So this is our spending, first of all, is probably the first problem, right?
Not only our spending, but it has an effect on the overall community, because it means that there's less money in the community. Less money in the community means that people aren't spending more money in the community, and with high unemployment, it's all just everything's out of whack. So there is a new law that was signed into effect by President Obama. And it became into effect in February. And so what it seeks to do is to stop credit card companies from rising the balance, the interest rates on you without you knowing, and really targeting college students.
Let's talk about the, one of the things is, you still have to pay your bill on time.
Yes, you still have to pay your bill on time.
But one of the things is to give you a fair amount of time to pay the bill, right?
Yes, a fair amount of time to pay the bill, and also whatever the interest rate that you have, unless you did a special promotion offer, they should still keep that interest rate. And if the rate is going to increase, they can't just change it on you without notifying you well in advance. So the law changes the amount of notification time, and it also works for our college students as well. You know, on college campuses, they're always saying, hey, get a free t-shirt or a free pizza if you fill out this application.
Yeah, it's very enticing to sign up for credit cards.
It is definitely enticing, and what the new law does is that it changes how they can market to college students. So even college students can be smarter about applying for credit cards, and from them being bombarded on campus. So the law went into effect at the end of February, and consumers should start to see some changes now. But what we're going to do at our seminar tomorrow, Monday, at Fellowship Chapel at 6:30 p.m., we're going to educate the consumer about the effects of the new credit card law. And also we get lots of information about how to stop illegal debt collection. A lot of people are being harassed. They don't know what times the debt collectors can call. They're receiving things in the mail that make them feel like they have to go with these debt settlement companies. And of course, tons of questions about foreclosure and bankruptcy. We're going to handle all of that tomorrow at the seminar.
Yeah, so Michigan Forward, by the way, is a think tank and does research and figures out the best way to serve Michigan residents and what changes need to be made.
Yes.
So this Credit Card Act was quite a coup, but again, the problem comes down to people overspending. But also one of the things that they talk about on this Credit Card Act that Obama signed was the plain language, because it's so much about fine print, Latoya.
Lots of fine print.
If you don't get out a magnifying glass, it's hard to tell when, what interest rate you got, when it's going to change.
Lots of fine print. Also, sometimes people are not aware that their credit card has an annual fee.
Right.
They don't know when the annual fees are, and so this act seeks to make all these things clear so we can be better consumers, and then we're protected, because we all know that the economy is in a flux and is on its way to rebound, but credit is one way, and so we have to make sure that our consumers here in particular in Michigan are definitely educated.
Be smart about it, and make sure you do read all the size print, but hopefully it'll get a little bigger now.
Yes.
Latoya, thanks for being with us.
Thank you.
Good job. Jay?
All right, Dina, thank you. It's green and white all across the state today as the Spartans gear up to play in the Elite Eight, how they're preparing to take on Tennessee, and what fans are saying about the game. And how much exercise do you get a week? We'll tell you the surprising results of a new study about how many hours women should spend working out, and that's on the way in HealthWorks.